This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a third down.
14.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wilson to the Seahawks, looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
5:36. 5:36. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, alert!
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1, Omaha. Hey, Delta. Ready?
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
13.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Here we go. 180. 21, 21. Here we go. 21, 21. 54. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
Defensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
First down, the run with Lynch. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, 35 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Garoppolo on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Here we go. 54.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
5-7.
Garoppolo again. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald.
So that's back-to-back drives with it. An interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
Mike 51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now a give. Running right is Lynch. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's easy work.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Check 4, check 4.
Friday.
Going on the ground with Homer. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
65 guys, 4 down. 65. Hey.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Check pass.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. To throw is Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
12, fellas, here we go. Check Mike 54. Mike 59.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 73 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson going to throw again. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
They should have known. They should have known, baby.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Here we go.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Here we go.
First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards.
Hey, Charlie.
San Francisco.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Coming this way.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. This is taken at the 3. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you go ahead and elevate.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo over the middle, complete to Samuel. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down with a sack at Ziggy Ansah.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing.
Right now, 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Here we go.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
We own them. We own them. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, wahoo!
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Stop your whining.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
12. Alert.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be complete to Breida. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll try to run with Breida. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Switch.
White. Pilot, 64, weak.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Cut. 54's Mike.
Hey, alert.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, watch that.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 54. He's scared. Mike 50.
Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
3 down.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Right here, right here.
Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And Wilson has it. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake in the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on 2nd and goal.
Rush in, rush in,
They get it to him running left. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run for it with Lynch. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
1st down, 49ers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11.
Garoppolo now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game.